Hey fellow developers, so you've decided you need analytics for your app. Great! But now you're staring at a dozen different options and wondering which one won't make you regret this decision. I'm Cihat from TelemetryDeck, and today I want to be really honest about why we built TelemetryDeck the way we did and when it might or might not be the right fit for you. Here's what I kept running into with traditional analytics tools. First, they're almost all built for websites, not mobile apps. Sure, they have mobile SDKs now, but you can tell it's an afterthought. The dashboards show page views when you need screen views, bounce rates when you care about session length. It's like using a hammer designed for carpentry to do sculpture work. Technically, it works, but it's not built for this. Second, the privacy situation with most tools is honestly a mess. They either collect way too much personal data or they make you figure out GDPR compliance yourself. As an indie developer, do you really want to become a privacy law expert just to add analytics? And third, most analytics platforms assume you have a data science team. The insights are buried in complex queries or custom dashboards you have to build from scratch. Or you get reports that assume you know what P95 latency means. For indie developers doing many different jobs at once, that's just not realistic. You end up with analytics tools you're kind of afraid to open. It's overwhelming and you're not sure you're interpreting the data correctly. So when we built TelemetryDeck, we made some very specific choices. First, privacy by design, not privacy as a checkbox. Every single data point goes through double hashing, a two-step process. First, the SDK salts and hashes user identifiers on the device. Then, when the data reaches our servers, we add our own salt and hash it again. The result, neither TelemetryDeck nor you can reconstruct the original identifier. It's not we promise not to look, it's we mathematically cannot look. And here's something most analytics tools don't do. We don't even store minutes and seconds of when events happen. We keep the hour for understanding usage patterns by time of day, but not the exact timestamp. Why? Because even with anonymized user IDs, precise timestamps could be used to correlate and potentially de-anonymize users. This level of privacy protection goes way beyond just hashing user IDs. And that's not just good for user privacy, it makes GDPR compliance straightforward as well. No cookie banners, no consent forms, no complicated data processing agreements. You can just focus on building your app. Second, mobile first from day one. TelemetryDeck actually started as a side project for our own app, but so many iOS developers had the exact same concerns we did, the side project became the main product. The whole platform thinks in terms of app versions, device types, iOS versions, answering questions like which iOS version should I drop support for, or is this crash affecting specific device models? The dashboards are designed for app developers, not websites. Third, built-in insights that actually matter. Pirate metrics for your acquisition funnel, error tracking, localization coverage, accessibility metrics. The insights you need are just there. You don't need to be a data scientist to understand if your app is healthy. Let me break down what this actually means in practice. Setup time, literally 4 minutes from account to seeing data. Most analytics platforms take hours of setup and custom event mapping. With TelemetryDeck, you add the SDK, paste your API key, and you're seeing data. We track useful stuff automatically, app launches, sessions, OS versions, device models, and the Pirate Metrics dashboards are auto-detected from this basic data. Errors you will want to track manually when they happen, but the foundation is automatic as well. And the mobile-first design shows immediately. Want to check iOS version distribution? Filter crashes by device type? See localization coverage by country? It's all right there, designed specifically for app developers. Let's be completely honest about what TelemetryDeck doesn't do. We don't do user-level tracking. If you need to identify specific users by name and email based on their behavior, that's not us. We're privacy first by design, which means we fundamentally can't support that. We don't have machine learning powered insights or predictive analytics. We show you your data clearly, but we don't try to predict the future. We are not a complete marketing platform. No campaign management or attribution linking. You can do A/B testing, but we focus on one thing: really good, privacy-respecting, mobile-first analytics. So, where does TelemetryDeck really fit? When privacy genuinely matters to you, when you're building mobile apps, when you don't want to become a data expert to understand your users. Whether you're an indie or enterprise, if you want analytics that just work without complexity, that's what we're built for. If this sounds like what you need, the next step is actually seeing how quick the setup really is. I've got another video walking you through the Swift SDK integration, the whole process including the inevitable "where do I find the API key" moment. Spoiler, it really does take about 4 minutes. We also have a free tier for indie developers because we genuinely want to support the community. Links in the description if you want to try it out. And if you have questions about whether TelemetryDeck is right for your specific situation, drop a comment. We're happy to give you an honest answer. Thanks for watching and happy coding.